the top down, get me on stage.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Aviators of Melbourne taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
On 2.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
11 Thomas.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Bengals at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
11.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Up the middle with Eckler. And it's a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. That complete to Downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 17 yards out. And the Aviators are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key?
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28 as they've got it as we resume action. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Cade York on now for the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
I'm wondering.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
First down, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
11,
But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. Oh, he had him. He was was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground.
12.
A surprise to all.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. 11 yards there, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Third and 2. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Aviators take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now a give running left is Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running.
Here we go.
And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Able to slither by. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Gun.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now they go play action now. Burrow. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And Chase will go in motion left. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Burrow on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay,
here we go.
Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 27 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
74 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Eckler. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. Touchdown!
T. Higgins
for the 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
Here we go.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Gun.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes now on first down. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
A 43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
43, 44.
Mahomes rolling to his right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Yellow.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. Mahomes
sliding out of the pocket. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
York now for the extra point. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The York on now for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
141 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
There we go.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler. A strong running. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give up the middle, Hubbard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. That was a big risk here in overtime. It sent him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be positioned themselves. So you have confidence in it, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw it.
And his throw is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Now Mahomes.
Look at the big man rumble. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Out to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking.